What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Peak Performance. I'm Brandon, and today I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on the Zircon 440cc swapped go-kart. So if you saw the last video, we got the whole Go Power Sports 40 Series CVT deal all put in, and then when I went to drive it, I was having some drivability issues. So yesterday, I actually just tried to give this thing a pull start, and surprisingly, it started right up on the first pull. Didn't have to use any kind of starting fluid, and it was able to come right off choke, and I was able to go for a drive. Now, unfortunately, a few minutes into the drive, the chain ended up falling off. So I ended up, the chain was a little bit loose. I thought it was, fine, because you do want to have some slack in the chain, but apparently it was too much, and the chain ended up completely kind of falling off the sprocket. So I'm going to try to remove one link in here and then get it back together. But otherwise, the thing was running great, definitely a lot faster than it felt like before with the 30 series, and the belt still looks great. I probably had, 5 minutes of runtime before I ended up throwing the chain. So pretty stoked about it. So if we can get the chain fixed, maybe I'll take it for a drive. There's a lot of snow outside, but maybe go for a little ride. And then kind of the next thing to work on here this week is going to be the electric starter. So I want to get that put back on. That way I'm gonna have to get a battery ordered, so maybe today I'll measure for the battery, get a battery on order with Amazon, and then later in the week we'll do an update video with the electric start. But otherwise, this thing's running great, so if we can get it running, maybe we can, also this week, we'll do some maybe top speed videos just to kind of see with my certain drive sprocket, what kind of top speed we can reach and things like that, just a few little fun tests. So anyway, just wanted to give you guys a quick update. One of the subscribers actually mentioned that my issue might have just been that I have the air intake off, and I was spraying, starting fluid inside the carburetor, and it was starting and stuff, but then it just was running like crap. So it might have just been because that air filter was off. It was just getting too much air, running too lean. So literally, I started it up with this on here, and it ran freaking awesome. So let's go ahead and repair this chain real quick, and then we'll try to give it a start, see if it runs, and maybe take it for a quick rip. I also wanted to introduce to you guys our new Peak Performance hoodie. So for sale soon on the peakperformanceengineering.com website. So I'm in the process right now of revamping that and getting that. So you guys will be able to kind of get this cool hoodie. We got the logo out front, and then of course we got the logo out back as well. So pretty stoked about it. Plan in the future is to maybe add some more merch and stuff like that. But first things first with these hoodies, these will be just kind of made to order at first, so it'll probably be a couple week lead time to get them to you. But eventually, once we get some stock built up, then we can ship them out immediately. So look for that soon. I'll post an update once that's available. Let me get you guys in here a little closer so kind of see what happened here. So we can see kind of the teeth here got chewed up a bit, so not too bad. I think it's going to be fine. Chain still looks fine. There's a few parts that are beat up on the chain, but I've got an extra chain too. I don't think I'm going to use it. I think I'm just going to go ahead and pop the link off. We'll pull another link out and then see if we can get it all, bolt the motor back down, all that stuff, and should be good. Try to see if we can go take it for a little rip. So one little issue I'm also having is this tooth right here. I don't know how well you can see it, but when this got mangled by the chain, it's kind of keeping the piece from riding in. So I'm just going to take a little file, and we're just going to kind of file that tooth back down, be able to get this chain all back together, and then we should be good to go. All right, so we got our chain back on. It's probably a little bit tighter than I'd like it to be, and I don't really have a way to make it looser without literally putting a link back. Now I'm kind of thinking maybe I should have put the link or kept it how it was, and maybe just put a couple washers underneath the motor to take up some of the slack. Maybe that would have been better actually, but I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a shot. So let's see if we can get this thing started again. Fuel on. right, let's see. Uh-oh, did we lose chain? So we made it 20 feet and we threw the chain, so might not have a real good alignment on there. I think it's too tight too, so I think I am gonna go ahead and probably pop a link back in this thing, and then we'll just put a couple washers underneath the motor to give it a little bit, you know, tighten it up a little bit more than it was. So I think it's just too dang tight right there, and probably, like I said, the alignment being a little bit off just ripped it off. So, all right, let's get it fixed. All right, so I've been out here for about 20 minutes trying to add a link back onto this chain. Last time I was messing with the go-kart, I was actually able to make that happen. I was able to use the vise and kind of take one of the little pins, and I was able to, you know, sandwich it back in there and get it to work. This time, no dice. I mean, I've tried multiple times, it's not working, so I'm just gonna go ahead, order another chain for 10 bucks or whatever, and when that comes here in 2 days, we'll wrap the chain back on, and then I think at that time, we will also start messing with the wiring and stuff for the electric starter. So I do still have the stock harness, and I was looking at it. I think I can even reuse a lot of that and just get rid of a lot of this crap. So let me show you. So this is the stock harness. And so it's already got, you know, battery cables and stuff. I mean, I'll at least use those. A lot of this junk though, you know, like the old ignition crap and stuff like that, we're not going to use, of course. So I don't know, we'll see what's easier, but I might be able to use some of this, just unwrap it, cut it, blah, blah, blah. And then I'll be able to reuse just this factory OEM piece here with the key. I think I still have the key somewhere. I'll have to double check, but that way I don't have to take the little unit that came with the motor. And then what I was thinking originally was I'd take that little blue Duramax unit and mount it here. But I think I can just reuse it. So looks like there's 3 wires for the ignition, 2 wires for the engine cutoff. And then I could even keep the stock wiring for these factory front headlights that I don't think work, but at least the wiring's there if I upgrade. So I'm hoping I can make that all work, because I still have this stock harness. Kind of comes back to right here. I can just kind of plug back into it and just use the couple, you know, 3 or 4 wires that I need to make this all work. So that's what I'm thinking. And that'll be the kind of cleanest setup, you know, especially with wires already ran. No need to do it again, right? So let's pick this back up in a couple days when Amazon delivers the new chain. All right, so since we can't have any fun with this go-kart today, let's bust out the little ATV and my big ATV, and we're just gonna go for a little rip in the backyard.
Yes, Dad, we are going my ATV.
So last summer during COVID, we got both the kids these little 150cc ATVs. These things are a riot, even for an adult. Like, probably goes 25, 30 miles an hour with me on it. It's a blast. So for her, she's been riding since she was 5. She's, you know, she's 7 now, but dude, she's pretty awesome on this thing.
I ride it since I was basically 5.
Heck yeah! All right, hop on and let's go.
Hey guys.
Nope. Yep, there you go. You got it. You remember better than I do. Go slow. Practice the brakes. All right, let's go.